Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be redesigning popular hair care companies. I'm so excited for my first wine and design episode of 2022. I wanted to kick it off by doing a logo redesign because it's been a long time since I've done that. And to be honest, I miss designing. I feel like during the holidays and honestly the past few months, I've had a lot of website design projects, which I still love, but I really do love my logos. And I thought it would be kind of fun to practice some designing things with you guys and also redesign those hair care companies like I mentioned. So I have a list of the companies I want to redesign, and the reason I was like hair care is because, and I've been talking about this in my vlogs, but I have just been experiencing some weird scalp things lately, and because of that and because of my research, I've been getting so many Instagram ads all about hair care and these different companies out there. And I've seen so many brands, so many logos that hair care is top of mind for me lately. And you guys are probably gonna get ads now too because I'm talking about it. But I thought it would be fitting because it's really aligning with what I have been researching, and also it just sounded super fun. There's some brands out there where I feel like the logo could be a lot more timeless and a lot more fun. So I'm very excited to show you guys how I redesign it and what I would do if I were to approach this company. So before we dive in, I did get a new wine that I wanted to try with you guys. It is the Bonterra Merlot. So I'm definitely a big fan of the organic wines. I have tried this company before because they do have organic wines, and they're usually really good. So I just poured myself a little bit, but I thought I would try it with you guys. But yeah, definitely check out Bonterra because their organic wines are so good, and organic wines are better for you just in general. So I always try and look for that, but let's give it a shot. That's so good. That's sweet. That's so good. It's definitely up there for me. But yeah, I'm gonna be sipping on this today as we are designing, but enough said, let's hop on over to my computer and I will walk you guys through how I am redesigning these logos. I'm about to record my screen, and let me put my glasses on to be responsible. But the brands I want to redesign today are Redken and Nioxin. I think that's how you say it. So those are the two brands I'm gonna redesign with you guys today because Nioxin, I don't love the logo, and I feel like their brand is just not very exciting looking. So I want to add my twist to it and also keep it minimal and simple, but make it so it's kind of inviting, because when I see that in Ulta right now, I am not drawn to it. The only reason I tried it out was because it was supposed to be good for hair thinning. So I feel like they have a lot of great things that they can highlight more in their brand, and their logo just should be a little more inviting. And then Redken, to me, is just a little bit outdated looking. It's not very exciting either, and I feel like that maybe it can have some sort of twist on it as well. So I'm definitely excited to do this with you guys, but let's hop over to, I pulled up the brands on Ulta just so you can kind of look at them a little bit more. But so Nioxin, as you can see, as I mentioned, it's just kind of old looking. I don't know, it just doesn't look exciting. For me, when I see this, it definitely feel like it's been around a long time. That's the vibes I get from it, but it also just seems like not a lot of effort put into it, if that also makes sense. So that's the first initial vibes I get from it. Redken, I feel like it's not a bad logo, but to me it's just not exciting. So if I were to compare Redken to, let's say, let me pull up another brand. First one that comes to mind is Olaplex, or what's another popular brand? I know Biolage is popular, but yeah, I don't know. The Redken logo, to me, it just feels a little bit boring. I feel like it could be more exciting, and there's so many really cool brands. I love the the branding of this company. They made it so fun. Like, there's no way you can walk past this in the store and not look at it. It's just very like cool. I don't know, it just looks really cool. So I'm definitely going to put my twist on these, but also, like I mentioned, keep it minimal. So I'm gonna go open up a new document and we're gonna call it Hair Care Logo Redesign. And when I do logos, I typically just design it on a letter size piece of paper. So I'm gonna go to print, do letter here, and then create. And I'm just gonna like throw out my ideas. This is always what I like to do. I don't like to think too much about it. I just wanna throw all of my ideas out. So first off, I'm going to go into Pinterest actually, and I'm gonna look for, let's see, Nioxin. I'm gonna look for modern. I feel like they need a more modern look, so I'm gonna look at modern logo designs. Oops. And I could almost see their logo with some sort of like script font. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Let's look a little more. I'm gonna make a whole board for the hair care brand redesign. So I'm gonna hit in here, hit create board. And this is typically where I look for like inspiration for logos, because Pinterest just gets my creative brain going. I'm gonna make it a secret board and cool. So the one thing I need to remember with Nioxin though is that it is for men and women. So I don't want it to be very feminine. I want a guy to walk past it and be like, ooh, what is this? So I definitely need to keep that in mind. I'm just gonna kind of go through and save some of the logos in here that possibly I could sort of implement into these different logos. I'm gonna start with Nioxin, so that's what I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Okay, so I pulled up their website just because sometimes that helps me as well, like as in terms of what they are going for. And it's funny because when I look at like this banner photo and scroll down and everything, to me the label just doesn't flow with it. I don't know, like here it looks very like clean and young, and then when I see the label it's like old looking. So yeah, I definitely feel like modern, very clean fonts is what we need to do for them. So now I'm gonna head over to Create a Market. I'm gonna look for some different fonts I wanna use for this, and then we'll kind of play around with like some symbol ideas. But for them, I don't really see a symbol or like a drawing being needed. If anything, I could see like N being like a cool symbol. So let's look around for some fonts. I'm gonna go look in, I'm gonna start with a script font because that's kind of where my mind went. And I talked about this in my course, in my branding course, but you can actually find a lot of demo fonts that are listed here in Creative Market. You can find demo fonts so you don't always have to purchase them. So we'll try and see if we can find one that has a demo. So let me hit Blanca, and then let's see what Nioxin looks like. I'm not crazy about the N. How do you spell it? N-I, okay. Nioxin. Don't need to know there. Okay, I'm not crazy about that font, so let's keep on looking around. And we'll see. Okay, cool. Now it's showing me the different ones here. So let's scroll through, see if any of them pop out to me. Okay, so I did find the demo font, which is awesome. So I'm gonna bring, why is that so hard for me to spell? Nioxin. How the heck did I spell that? All right, so I'm gonna bring it in here and then I'm gonna look through the font, increase it. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna have some fun with this script font, and then I'll come back to you guys, and I'll probably go find another font too to make it more modern looking. But I thought this would be kind of a fun place to start, so let's go for it. Alright, I decided against the script font. For some reason I wasn't feeling inspired by it. So now I'm actually looking for the free download of Marigold. I like the looks of this serif font, and I feel like I want to keep a similar vibe to the logo. I just want to make it more fun, if that makes sense. So I'm hopefully gonna find, I'm not having luck finding a demo font, which probably is okay. I don't think I'm gonna need to curve it or anything, because typically the demo fonts are nice for curving it or anything like that, but can't find it, so I'm going to just screenshot and do my image trace trick. So let's bring it in here. I might come back to the script, we'll see. But like I said, I wasn't feeling very inspired by it, so we'll see. I feel like script font is so tricky because it's like, it's easy to make it look a little bit childish, or just like not modern enough. So it's a very tricky, for me, a tricky font to use sometimes. But I am interested in it, so we'll see. Alright, so I do like the looks of this. I feel like it kind of fits their look already. So what I'm gonna do is play around with it.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Listen to me as I slow it down. Dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it. Listen to me as I say. Tell yours if you
with the Nioxin logo. I started down this direction and I do like it, but I did want to keep it still very like clean. And I feel like this is more of like an indie style brand, which I love. But I feel like for them, they needed a little bit more modern kind of look. So this is what I came up with. I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like it looks pretty cool. And then I also wanted their color palette to be gender neutral, or just at least like not bright pinks and things that maybe speak more feminine. So that's why I did a like blue and a black and like those cream colors. So yeah, that's what I came up with for them. I saw that they have this hashtag fuller hair, fuller life. I think that's something that they should be using. It's kind of a catchy tagline. So I did include that there as well. But now I want to move on to Redken, and I was like brainstorming some ideas, and I feel like what I want to do for them is actually make it a little bit more like indie, because I feel like they are really playing on the Fifth Avenue NYC thing, so like the New York City life. So I want to do some sort of logo that speaks like it would be a little shop you would see just walking down the streets of New York. So I'm gonna look and pull some inspiration images. I'll pull them into my document here, show you guys what I found, and then we will get to redesigning that one. Okay guys, so I created a little bit of a mood board for the Redken redesign. My idea for this is I want it to be like a city life type of logo. So that's why I included a lot of images of like New York and kind of with that like vintage, like, yeah, I guess like vintage kind of indie feel to it. So that's my goal for this one. I did pull in this font right here. One of the things I did want to do is look at their past logos and just kind of see the different ones they've had. So let's see all the different ones. That's interesting, they had that emblem. It doesn't look like they've ever really changed it. So let's see if there was any others. Redken logo. See what happens. Yeah, that's interesting. Their old logo used to be this emblem, so I don't like that. I don't feel like that fits with them. But I'm like very excited to redesign this one, so let's get to it. I'm going to just kind of play around with it. I'll probably do a couple more that aren't very like elegant looking. I want it to be kind of like stamp like looking, so I'm gonna play around with it and then I will come right back to you guys.
Never care what the world
Alright guys, this is what I came up with for Redken. I really didn't go that crazy out of the box with it because I feel like I wanted it to still be like elegant looking but also have a little bit more like indie, like organic kind of look to it. So that's what I went for. This is the color palette that I thought would match their new branding pretty well, especially if they're gonna do like vintage type of branding like how my mood board looks. So this is the one I created. I also created this one here, but I just feel like it wasn't exciting me as much. But this is something I was kind of going for in terms of like a stamp style look, something a little more unfinished but also kind of fun. So I like that one, but I'm definitely leaning more towards like a more elegant polished look. So let's mock these up, and yeah, I think they turned out pretty cool. So much for watching this video. I really hope you found it entertaining or interesting. If you did, I would appreciate it so much if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed to my channel. I cannot believe I hit 5,000 followers or 5,000 subscribers right at the new year. It was like the new year, like 11 o'clock on December 31st, and I hit it, and it was just like crazy because that was definitely like a milestone for me. So thank you guys so much. But I did notice that a lot of my viewers are not subscribers. So I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe so you can see when my new videos are posted and so we can really connect as a community, because that's my favorite part about this. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.